Well, you guys, today we're taking a look at the ultimate Windows 11 cleaner utility in 2026. Let's take a look. It's called FluentCleaner. Now, FluentCleaner is a cleaning tool that allows you to clean all of the junk files on your operating system. The creator of this tool has also created many other tools that you might be familiar with, like Fly-by-11 and Crap Fixer, and many others, as you can see down in the list there. Now, FluentCleaner is a brand new tool that he's just created, and what it does is basically allows you to use multiple different types of scripts to be able to clean up Windows 11. So if you've just installed Windows 11 and found it bloated and found it full of junk, or maybe you've got an operating system that's already in place and it's just full of junk that you want to clean out, then this tool is going to be ideal. So I'll take you through step by step and show you basically how you can get it working. So first thing you're going to need to do is download FluentCleaner from the GitHub website. I'll leave a link for it on my website, not in the video description, but I'll leave a link directly to that. Now you can see there's lots of information here on the changelog here, what he's actually changed on the actual script as well. So you can go through and read all this at your own leisure. He's got some other information on here, like some GIFs on here that you can watch to see it in action, but I'll show you that in this video. You can use it in the terminal, or you can just use the apps, and there's loads of other things on here that you can do. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual application itself. So first thing we're going to need to do is download it. So let's go to the very latest download right here by clicking latest, and then come all the way down to the bottom, and you will see that you can download the extensions and the FluentCleaner. It's important that we have Windows App SDK 2.0.1 installed. If you try to run it without that installed, you'll get an error. I'll show you that in this video as well. So we're going to download both of these. Now, before we continue, let's have a quick word from today's video sponsor, CD Key Sales. Create yourself an account on their website. You can use some of the links in the video description for some of the products you might be interested in, like Windows keys, Office keys, games, and things like that. So once you've chosen your product, you can click on the Buy Now. It should say Buy Now Global. Global lifetime means it's going to be activated for the lifetime of that product. And you can see right here, we're using Windows 11 Pro here. Click on the Buy Now button. And what it will do is it will take you to the next window. You can use my promo code capital B, capital R09 and apply that to your order and get a 30% discount on all your purchases on CD Key Sales. You can see the price changing down on the bottom right hand corner right there. Submit your order. They will send you your key. You can then head over to the activation center and activate your version of Windows to get a full version of Windows. No watermarks, no restrictions. None of that stuff. So let's head over there and paste in our key. Click next, click activate, and you'll see it will activate your version of Windows, just like you can see right here. Very simple and easy to do. Now let's get back to the tutorial. So what we're going to do here is head over to our download section, because we downloaded FluentCleaner and the extensions. The extensions is going to have all of the scripts inside there. So we're going to extract the FluentCleaner onto our download section. I'll drag this over to our desktop. And once it's on the desktop, I'm going to extract the extensions part. So the extensions needs to go inside of the FluentCleaner folder. So let's extract this to that location. So I'm going to quickly navigate to there like so and click select folder, and now click extract like so. And now we have everything in one folder. So there's our extensions inside the FluentCleaner folder. From here, all you need to do is take a quick look at the extensions. You can see it's got Chris Titus Text App. It's got the Creator Restore Point. You've also got Explorer tweaks in here. You've got Nonite Bulk Installer. You've got pre-installed essentials, post setup, cleanup. There's loads of stuff in here that you can use to clean up Windows 11 and get it nice and clean. You've got remove Windows AI as well in here, and I'll show you that in a second. So let's quickly go back to the main folder of FluentCleaner here and go down to this location here. Right click and run as administrator. and you will see Windows protected your PC. Run it anyway. Click yes to the user account control. If you get this error code like this, it's because you haven't installed that file that I told you to install. So let's go ahead and say yes, we want to install this. It will take us to that website. You can see latest Windows app SDK downloads. Let's go down to the x64 and we want the latest stable version, and this will go ahead and install that onto our PC. This needs to be installed for the app to work properly. Now we've got that installed, let's go back into our FluentCleaner folder and click on FCleaner, right click on it and run as administrator. Go through the same process and you will see something looking like this. The first section is Microsoft Edge. But if we look on the hamburger menu up the top left, you'll see it's broken down into 3 sections: Cleaner, Terminal, and Tools. Let's have a look at Terminal here first. So first you can type out help, and this will give you all of the commands that you can use with FluentCleaner. You can see right here, there's a bunch of commands. So let's go ahead and type Apex list. And you can see right here, this lists all the installed Apex packages on the system. And there they are there. There's quite a lot of them on Windows 11. That's because it's full of bloat. And you can remove all of these from this location as well. And I'll show you how to do that a little bit later on. But first off, let's have a look at some of the other options that it has available. So you've got all your commands you can use from inside the terminal window. There's quite a few of them here, like clean, scan, analyze all, and so on. So next, what we're going to do is take a look at the tools section. This is all your extensions that we downloaded as a package. And this will have all of the useful extensions that you can use. For instance, Boot Access Helper, Chris Titus Text App, you've got Clear Icon Cache, Create Restore Point, also Default Power Plan, and a bunch of other stuff for debloating Windows and cleaning out AI of Windows. So let's go back to the top and have a look at the cleaner. Now, the information I provide in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Any actions you take based on this video are strictly at your own risk and decision. I'm not responsible for any loss of your data, so make sure you back up your data before you continue. So from here, you'll see this is Microsoft Edge. You can clean up Microsoft Edge and checkmark what you like. Remember, this is a virtual machine that I'm running here. So that means there's not going to be a lot of data on this system because it's a fresh install, but you can go ahead and checkmark what you need here and it will clean out any of the areas that you've got checkmarked. All you need to do then is click Analyze. It will analyze the system. And because it's a fresh install, there's not going to be a lot of data here, but you might have quite a lot more data. You can then run the cleaner and it will clean up those areas. So that is the Microsoft Edge feature right here. So let's move on to the next one, which is applications. Inside here, we've only got Microsoft Office and so on. But if you add more applications, you might have more in your list because this is a virtual machine. You can analyze and run the cleaner and it will go ahead and clean them. Moving on down to multimedia. This will depend what sort of multimedia programs you have installed on your system. These all contain areas that need to be cleaned. And again, we only got a couple of options here. You may have more on your real PC. So let's go ahead and analyze and you can run cleaner. It's that simple. Next, you've got utilities. Again, there's only one on here because it's a VM. So we're going to go ahead and skip that and go down to Windows. And you can see there's a bunch of stuff on Windows. If you've got a red triangle with an exclamation mark in it, it means use it with caution, use at your own risk. And you can go ahead and check mark what you want, analyze, and then run the cleaner. And it will clean up all of those areas. But like I said, yours will have more data in it because it will be a working PC. So don't be surprised if this does a massive cleanup on your system. Next, we've got the Microsoft Store. Again, if you use these applications and they're on your system, you might have lots more data in here. We're going to run the cleaner on these and it will clean up all of those areas. Games, the same thing. You may have more games installed from the Microsoft Game Store or other games that might need to be cleaned up. And it will go ahead and clean all of those areas up. It's not going to remove the actual data. It's just going to remove the junk from them. Next, down on the bottom left, you've got the settings cog right here. Inside here, You can check the theme for the actual application. You've got WinApp 2 is toggled on and you can update it. Experimental is WinApp 3 and you can download and turn that on if you want to try it out. It's more aggressive and you can go ahead and check that out if you want to. Use at your own risk, as it says right there. I'm not going to use this one right here. And again, we've got WinApx. This is for your bloatware. So if you want to use this, you would have to toggle this on and download it and install it. And down here, we have a restart required for FluentCleaner. This is if you want to run the Cleaner Manager on your system, and it will use these settings right here. And we also have clean history down the bottom. So that is the options available right here that you can use. So let's go ahead and I'll download the debloater here so you can see. But remember, this is a very new application and he's working on it constantly. So there's going to be updates and changes to this on a regular basis. So this video will probably get very dated very quickly because he's updating it all the time. So I'm going to download the WinApx and update it right here. Make sure it's toggled on. And this is for the debloat. And I'll show you how to use it in the terminal first. So let's go back to the terminal. And from here, you're going to look for the clean method. So it says apex space remove space all. And this removes all the detected bloatware in the system under the debloat section right here. So all you need to do is highlight that or type it out. It's up to you. And then basically run that command. So let's go ahead and do that because now we've turned it on and downloaded it to the system. And I'm going to go ahead and press enter here. And you can see it scanning the system and it will go ahead and start to remove this. Remember, removing all just means it's going to remove everything. So be careful what you're removing here. This is not a selection process. You are removing all of them. There is an option where you can remove one at a time and remove particular ones that you want to remove. So bear that in mind. Again, use at your own risk. Let's take a look at some of the other little apps it's got here or scripts that you can use inside FluentCleaner. So let's go ahead and come down to this bottom one right here that says remove Windows AI. You've seen me show this on my channel before. It's a Zoicware and you can open this up like so. And there you go. You can check mark what you need to remove from AI. Be careful. Ones with the yellow triangles with the exclamation mark in them. These are obviously cautionary. You just need to be a bit more mindful about what you're doing. But again, you can check mark what you want right here. And you can also use the revert mode. So it allows you to revert it back if you want to. And there's also a backup mode on there as well if you want to back it up. And you can run that. You've also got uninstall OneDrive, Win11 debloat. This is another little script you can use. I've shown you this on my channel. But again, if you want to have a look at them, you can just click on them and click run and it will run them. It's basically just getting the command from their website and running them from inside this little terminal window right here, and it will then open up. As you can see right here, it's downloading it and it's basically going to open up on the screen. You'll see in a second. I'm not going to go through this whole process of using this app because I've done this before. I'm just showing you basically what you can use in FluentCleaner. And there you go. It's opened up right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at Chris Titus Tech's app. You can run it from here. It's just going to use the command that's on his website. It will download it and launch it from inside of this window right here, rather than opening up a Windows terminal window or PowerShell window and running it from there. That's all it's doing. So it'll just pull this down and there you go. It's now open. And you can do whatever you like from inside here. Again, this is another popular tool that people like to use on their PC. I personally don't use debloat scripts on my PC, but some people do like to use them. I prefer to use the group policy editor because that is designed to work with Windows. And again, it stops all of the apps from ever getting reinstalled by Windows updates. So you can create restore points here and do loads of other stuff with FluentCleaner. So it's an all-in-one tool really with all of your apps that you're going to need to clean up Windows 11. And that's why I've named it the Ultimate Windows 11 Cleanup Tool. Now just remember guys, use a bit of common sense. Understand that this tool is going to make changes to your operating system. So always create restore points, always back up your data before you continue. And also understand that you're doing this at your own risk. I'm not telling you to use these tools. It's just a video showing you how this tool works. If you want to have a play around with it, I suggest you install virtual machines and basically use it in a virtual environment. That way it's not your main system. But if you intend to use this on your main system, like I said, make sure you take the proper precautions before you use anything like this on your computer. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. I just want to say a quick shout out to all my YouTube members who have joined my YouTube members group. I really do appreciate the support, and I shall catch you in the very next video, or I'll see you on the Discord server for a chat. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.